Okay, so last thing we kind of covered before the quiz was simplifying expressions and talking about excluded values, right? So let's say I had something like this one. N squared, let's do m squared minus 5m minus 14 These make me the two ugliest m's in all of existence. They're still not that much better. Okay, so the first thing I want to do is I want to factor both of these things. So I want to factor them so they look like this. Okay? So let's take the top first. I need numbers that multiply to negative 14 that add up to negative 5. Well, negative 7 and positive 2 will do that, right? Multiply negative 40. Okay. So this one factors to m minus 7, m plus 2. Now I'm going to take this bottom one, and I'm going to bring it up here. I need things that multiply to 20 that add up to 12. Well, 10 and 2 are the numbers that do that, right? So this is going to become m plus 10, m plus 2. Okay. So the first part of this problem says we need to find the excluded values. So the things that m can't be. So m cannot equal these numbers. And the whole issue is we can never divide by 0. So like 7 divided by 0, try that on your calculator. You should get like an error or undefined or something like that. It's absolutely no problem to do 0 divided by 7. Like 0 bars of gold divided by 7 people, guess what? Everyone gets 0 of them. But you can't do that the opposite way, right? Like 7 donuts divided by 0 people doesn't quite make sense, right? So divided by 0 is a non-starter. So really what we're going to focus in on are these two bottom terms. What makes these things 0? So let's look right here. What would make this expression 0? What would m have to equal? The answer is like negative 2, right? Because if m was negative 2, this would be negative 2 plus 2, which would be 0, and I'd be divided by 0. So m can equal negative 2. The second one, what would it have to be? Well, negative 10, right? Because negative 10 plus 10, that would be 0. So negative 10 is also not good for us. So now that we know what the excluded values are, let's do the simplifying. Well, m plus 2, they cancel each other out. And so this is my final answer. Remember, if it's just them by themselves, you can get rid of their parentheses. So this is our simplified answer, and these are the excluded values.